Hello, and thank you for allowing me to come and talk to you about something that's critical with the success of sports. I'm talking about chiropractic. Now, all of you here are athletes, so what's the first question that you get asked as being an athlete? What position do you play? Well, that should be your question for me. What position does chiropractic play in sports? Chiropractic plays the position of the edge, and it does this in 3 different areas: performance, prevention, and the edge for the future. Now, chiropractic plays the position of the edge in performance, and it can make up to a 10% difference in your performance, and that's a lot. Olympic gold medalist winner in the decathlon, Dan O'Brien, said chiropractic is essential for running. If I could put a percentage value on it, I would say that I compete 8 to 10% better from regular chiropractic care. Now that's the edge that you could be looking for. So my question to the parents: if there was a shoe out there that could make your child perform 10% better, would you buy it? Or what if there was a piece of equipment out there that could make your child perform 10% better? Would you hesitate? No, because everybody wants their child to win, and there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody wants their kid's team to have that edge. Now, the slightest increase in your body's performance can make the difference between winning and losing, first and second place, making the team or not, winning that big championship or not, getting that scholarship for your future or not, or even recovering from an injury in time for the big game or not. Nowadays, all professional sports use slow motion because sometimes that split second between safe and out needs to be slowed down because you can't see it with just the naked eye. So just the slightest improvement in your body's reaction can make the difference between safe or out. So you say 10% increase is awesome, but how? Well, the brain communicates through all parts of the body through the central nervous system. That's how your body knows how to move and react. It controls how your body moves, in other words, performs, so you need to make sure that that communication line is working at 100%, because if your body's not at 100%, then you're not going to perform at 100%. Think of it like your cell phone. You're on a very important call, you're getting ready to write down that really important number you have to call, and all of a sudden the other line starts breaking up. You can't hear them. Your call gets dropped because there was interference in that line. So if we can understand how your phone works, then you should understand how your body works. With that interference, that's going to cause your nerves to not be able to send that message to your body parts. So your body parts can't hear what your nerves are saying because there's not that 100% communication. So what causes that nerve interference? Daily life. OSHA states that by age 13, you have already experienced over 1,000 traumas to your spine. So if you're an athlete, that's going to increase because of the daily activities that you have. Now, these traumas cause misalignments of the spine, which interfere with how your body communicates, with how your brain communicates to the rest of your body. So if that happens, then that's going to have a decrease in effect in performance, but it's also going to make an increase in possibly becoming injured or ill. For example, nerve interference can disrupt cardiovascular and respiratory functions. And if that happens, that's going to give athletes less wind and more fatigue. It can also cause muscle contractions, resulting in less strength and exhaustion. So what corrects this nerve interference? The chiropractic adjustment. Now, the adjustment gradually moves the spine back into alignment and away from the nerve, allowing the body to heal itself. So that way, your calls to the brain won't be dropped anymore. Because if your nerves are being blocked, then that message isn't being sent. It's not being received properly. So how does the adjustment work? Well, they did a study on 100 athletes. 50 of them went about on their normal training routine. The other 50 added chiropractic care to their training schedule. Now, after 6 weeks, the first group showed less than 1% improvement. Now, the chiropractic group showed almost more than 18% faster reaction time than their initial scores. That's awesome. That's great. But don't just take my word for it. Listen to some of these pro athletes that most of you know, what they had to say about chiropractic. Michael Jordan said, "I didn't know how much I could improve until I started seeing a chiropractor. Since I have been in chiropractic, I've improved by leaps and bounds, both mentally and physically." And it also works for football. I'm sure most of you know Tom Brady. He's a 3-time Super Bowl champion and 2-time Super Bowl MVP. He said, "As long as I see the chiropractor, I feel like I'm one step ahead of the game." Or Reggie Bush, star running back in college and professional football. He said, "As a professional athlete, I'm highly competitive, only accept the best. When it comes to healthcare, chiropractic is an essential service. It keeps my on-field performance at its highest level and contributes to the success of the entire team." Now, how about boxing? Who here likes boxing? Well, Evander Holyfield, 4-time heavyweight champion of the world, said, "I have to have an adjustment before I get into that ring. I found going to a chiropractor 3 times a week helps my performance. The majority of boxers go to get that edge." So that's the title of our speech here today. We also have some local athletes for you that decided they wanted to put their 2 cents in about chiropractic care as well. Louis Niemerg, a baseball player from Teotopolis, said, "As athletes, we train and do all this work to be great at our sport. But what good does all that work do if you get hurt or you suffer a setback? So taking care of your body is part of it, and Stanfield Chiropractic helped me do that." Now, we also had another person who played golf at Effingham High School. She said, "I noticed a difference after 3 treatments. I improved because chiropractic, and I will never miss an appointment." So that stands out. She doesn't want to miss an appointment because it's making her better. Now, how valuable is that 10% performance increase? Unfortunately, athletes have risked a lot to try and get that edge. Some turn to drugs. But chiropractic is perfect because it's drugless, it's legal, and it helps you perform better.